Being successful as an adult requires basic financial literacy. The ideas of learning about investments and numbers can be frightening to many of us who are not gifted with the knack of math. You will, however, quickly realize that these concepts are in fact much easier to learn as you learn more about money and finance. Today we'll talk about the 6 ways to become financially literate. Everyone from children to adults needs these basic skills. In the investment and banking world, many seek to intimidate us by making us believe that they alone know how to manage our money. Not just grade schoolers, but adults who haven't acquired these skills can be educated on financial stability. Number 1, start by tracking your finances for 1 month. Having no idea what your current financial habits are will prevent you from developing good ones. You should start tracking your expenses for 1 entire month if you are completely new to financial literacy. For a minimum of 30 days, you should start tracking every penny spent. Knowing where the money goes will give you an understanding of how it is spent. Keeping a small notebook and a pen in your pocket at all times is the old-fashioned way to do this. Wherever you spend money, keep a record. Some people may still find this time-tested method to be the most effective. According to some studies, people remember things better when they take notes by hand. Anecdotal evidence, however, suggests that it isn't true for everyone. It's fine to use a digital format if this is not an option for you. You can use a smartphone. You can do this digitally just as easy, and it's usually more effective than doing it manually. For this project, you can use any app you like. It can be an app that takes notes or that manages finances. Do this consistently throughout the entire month and remember to be diligent. Financial education involves doing your homework, just like any other form of education. This is a critical first step in learning about your financial landscape. It permanently alters the way people view money. Number 2, learn about how debt works. You should seek to master the difference between good and bad debt, since it's an essential financial concept. If you're not wealthy, avoiding bad debt is one of the most important things you should seek to develop. It can protect you from a lifetime of financial misery. Most people get off a bad start in their financial life straight out of high school. The students take out student loans without fully comprehending the consequences as soon as they start college. An important financial decision that you make in your life is whether or not to take on heavy student loans. Sadly, many people who make this decision do so because they do not take into account just how heavy of a debt it will be. Number 3, look up real estate as long-term investment. You should know some basic real estate, even if it's the modest goals in life. Many people that find their home equity makes up the majority of their retirement nest egg. Owning a home can be the difference between struggling financially or the rest of your life and enjoying a comfortable retirement. In any case, the real estate market is more complex today than it was in the past. So it's important that ever before to enter it with your eyes wide open. One of the most important financial decisions you will make in your life is likely to be this one. In addition, you should become financially literate before becoming a homeowner. The stakes are high and the process is less straightforward than it was before. It is very common for people to sign up for loans they cannot afford simply because of the confidence they place in their lender. Owning a home is one of the most important steps towards financial security. You can save tens of thousands of dollars if you do a little research. Learning about interest rates, amortization, and how to compare variable rate mortgages and fixed rate mortgages will help you get started. It will be easier for you to achieve your goals if you are well informed about money and the local market. There is a cost of living and you probably won't get it for free. A mortgage can be thought as paying your rent to a bank instead of a landlord, but it is important to understand all the risks and responsibilities involved. Number 4, keep financially educating yourself. Making self-study a habit will help you become financially literate. And nowadays, this is easier than ever. Our grandparents could not even imagine the amount of information available to us today and how to get it for free. You can incorporate continuing education into your daily life in an easy, simple way. Do what you like to do, so don't be too judgmental about your ways of doing things. Just do what works for you. It could be a radio program, some magazines, a good book, or even a YouTube video like this one. Make financial education part of your daily routine in a familiar way. If you're on Twitter, follow people that talk about finance. If Instagram is your thing, reach out to your financial gurus via the platform. Setting learning goals should be a habit. Make sure to fill your social media channel or newsfeed with articles that are relevant to your current learning objective. Focus on one per month. Set aside a month of learning how to save money, then spend another month learning everything you can about debt management. Within a short time period, it becomes second nature. By doing so, You'll be sure that all major decisions are made with an eye toward their impact on your financial security and future. Don't just ask about it occasionally or as an afterthought. In addition to self study, there are always ways to become financially educated. Taking formal courses will help you familiarize with some more technical aspects of money management. Additionally, many employers offer their retirement and money management classes through their human resources department. To see how your employer can help you, check with them first. It's always a good idea to take class on a relevant subject if you're interested in long-term financial planning. There are several classes you could take to learn about retirement planning or learn about home ownership basics. If you need help getting started, you can take classes. Take a class that introduces you to some basic financial concepts. If you feel overwhelmed and don't know where to start, an exam can provide you with assurance you need that you will have fully grasped the material. You can do this either by signing up to a physical or online class. Number 5, learn about saving and investment. This is considered one of the most advanced and technical financial concepts. The truth is that if you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck and put every emergency on your credit card, you need to understand this stuff also. In addition, this is the only way to be wealthy in the future. If you ever want to save money for retirement or buy a home, you should learn the basic of saving and investing. Without learning how to set aside money regularly and grow it, you may not reach any of your long-term financial goals. Saving is a misleading term. When people hear the term saving, they think of savings accounts, but there is no clear distinction between savings and investment. Investment instruments that are considered conservative, like bonds, are called savings. Stocks, which are growth-oriented instruments, are also called investments. One reason for combining the two, savings and investment, is because there is no clear distinction between the two. Number 6, learn about the retirement planning. The sooner you start thinking about retirement, the better off you'll be. Even if you're in your 20s, you should start saving money as soon as possible. This is because the power of compound interest. Compound interest makes your money earn money, which in turn is earning even more money. It is shocking how large the amount of interest can accumulate over time. Trying to understand money at a young age is never too early, and you can never get too literate about finances. Those who get some basic knowledge of the subject from their parents will have a huge advantage in life. Educating yourself sooner is the best course of action if you weren't educated by good examples from your parents in early years of your life. If you don't educate yourself, you might observe your friends and relatives enjoying their good lives, while your own seems to pass you by, as you work just to get by. You might envy people around you who are able to retire much earlier. Income is obviously a major factor. It is easier to live a good life if you pursue the right career. A little luck never hurts either. However, it isn't all luck. Much of this has to do with educating yourself, setting goals, and pursuing them consistently throughout your life. Remember to be diligent in tracking your expenses and never stop learning about financial health. We'll see you in the next video.